Thank you, President, Division Director, honorable leaders of Toastmasters fraternity in Oman. I thank Galaxy Club for giving me a second chance, one more opportunity to share my experiences and share my learnings with you. So I believe we both will learn and we both will benefit out of this outing. So before that, I'm actually recovering from a bad cough. So I'll be keeping my glass of hot water with me. So I will have to cruise through this 2 hours of presentation. Let me just share the screen. 1 second. Not able to. Okay, 1 second. Is the screen visible?
Yes.
Okay. Our session will have three portions. So it will be divided into three parts. The first section will be what's stopping us. Because when we think of participating in an international speech, the first thing that comes to our mind is that, will I be able to inspire people? Will I be able to do this? Will I be able to, should I be a participant in international speech? This is a big contest. So there are a lot of obstacles which are stopping us. So let's find out what are those obstacles and how to overcome them. That will be the first portion of our session today. Second will be do it right the first time. The art of writing your speech, editing it, and getting contest ready by preparing. That will be the second tag. And the third one will be your first language. Your first language is going to be your body language. How you are going to carry out yourself on the stage and how you are going to present your message on the stage and some tips and tricks and how to be contest ready. So these will be the three sections which we are going to cover. So the first portion is what's stopping us. When we think about giving a speech, a lot of things play in our mind. We start thinking, a lot of questions keep coming in. So what are the basic questions which come in? When I also, as a new Toastmaster, when I wanted to, because I joined in Toastmasters in the year 2008. It was a club called Southbourne Toastmasters. There were a lot of big Toastmasters at that time in the club. DTM Harish Bilgi, DTM Ramesh Gopalan, Manoj Ranade, G. Kumar, Ramkrishnan Vijayan. These were all members of the club. So thinking of participating in international contest means competing with all these people. So a lot of questions used to come. So the basic question one is that I don't have a good topic. If I have to impress people, I should have a very good topic, which I don't have. The second question was, do I have to compete with these champions? That was an obstacle. I may not even get into the first three or first five. They are all experienced. Should I compete in an international speech contest? Let me try my luck in humorous speech contest. Some of them may not be participating. Third will be, I don't think I have got a message that can inspire people. I'm a normal person who is aspiring to overcome my communication problems. So I cannot inspire people with my messages. Fourth one, I don't have a perfect speech. Even if I am shameless, I can go and fail in front of those champions. Even if I feel that I can inspire, but I don't have a perfect speech. I have seen all these speeches of international in DTAGs, in world championship. Those speeches are so perfect. I don't have one such speech. Apart from this four, is there any questions that used to come or are coming in your mind right now? Can anyone raise your hand and tell me one or two questions? Yes,
The fear.
yes, please. What is one obstacle that you feel why you are hesitant to participate in an international speech contest?
I
Fear.
have a speech, but I don't know if it is contest ready.
Okay, that is what. Okay, ATM Sriraman. Okay, so that is one problem. Is there any more questions? Everybody will have their own, because if you name them, yes, Kapil.
The language that
Hmm.
can be used in the sense it has to match the audience where they can understand also. Maybe my
Right.
language is below the standard, or maybe it's above
Okay,
the standard.
okay, that you feel that to be an to participate in an international speech, you should be an international speaker.
No, I need to understand how to be competitive and how to make it easily understandable for the audience, the language itself.
No problem. The thing is that you don't need to be a very polished speaker to become an international speaker. If you have a very good message, your style will be accepted. It's like in movies also, if you see our actors like I forgot his name, Irfan Khan. Irfan Khan, when he came into the Bollywood industry, nobody had that style of speaking, that speedy delivery and all. We all became fans of Irfan Khan because he had his own style of delivery. So that way, you don't have to worry about that. That should not be an obstacle. That is what I am telling you. So there are a lot of questions may come. What you should do is that write down those questions. Are these my obstacles? If you feel that these obstacles are stopping you from competing in an international speech contest, you should in fact write down those obstacles one by one. And can you tell me the connect in this image?
Is this Mark Twain?
Nothing. It's about a book.
Oh,
Eat my frog.
eat the frog. Eat the
Eat the
brain.
frog. Eat the frog. Yes. Brand Tracy is on your top right. So he was inspired by a quote by Mark Twain, wherein he went ahead and wrote a book, Eat the Frog. The magic of that book, the message was that if you have something that is very disgusting or something that is stopping you or something that is very difficult for you to do, first do that. Eat the frog first. Then the rest of it will be a cool cruise for you. So like that, when you are trying to prepare for your international speech, think of your obstacles first. What are the obstacles? Find the frogs. These are the things which you have to overcome first. You are thinking one obstacle is that I don't have an interesting topic. That is obstacle number one. I don't have an inspiring message. That is your obstacle two. I feel that I am not able to connect with my audience if I go and deliver in this style? Is this my obstacle? My structuring, I cannot structure my speech from the beginning. When I want to say something, but I don't know how to structure and extend the speech for 7 minutes. That is my challenge. I'm not comfortable on stage. These are certain things which came to my mind when I started preparing for the speech. So each and every one of you will have your own frogs. And at the end of today's session, I will be happy if you have found a way to eat them and move ahead. There is no way to avoid them. You will have to face them, conquer them, and go ahead with your speech. So, where to search for your topic? Finding a topic is something that we all feel that where should I Google it? Where should I get the topic? Should I see the speeches of champion speakers? The simple answer for it is that your diary, your personal library. There will be certain books in your life where you will get all answers for your queries. I'll just share my personal thing. I have got a big book of complete works of Khalil Gibran. This in Khalil Gibran's work, if you feel that I am not getting some ideas or something, there are around 30-40 literary works of Khalil Gibran in it. It has got answer to everything, and something will inspire you. There should be a personal book. It can be in any language with you, which you can go back and refer to. That will really help you to find topics. Try to have the habit of writing a diary, if not, at least making notes of things. And there will be a lot of untold stories. Somebody would have told you, your friend, your grandmother, a lot of stories which are there, which you have not told anybody. Your personal stories, stories which are known to you. Fourth, moments of realization. There are certain moments in your life when you realize the value of something. Maybe the value of friendship, maybe the value of love, value of money. So those points, find out those points. Just write down that event or that moment. There will be some touching incidents in your life which had happened right in front of you, done by somebody, and you thought that this is the ultimate act. Revisit those incidents. These are the places where you can find the topic for your speech. Let me tell you my personal experience. In the year 2013, the title of my speech was Monkey Cap. And the message which I had, the speech came to me like this, because during those days, one of those days, we had gone for a family trip to Jabal Akhtar. So on the way, I told my daughter, look, you have to wear the monkey cap when you get down from the car. She started crying. I lost my cool. I told her that, look, we are not going to go till there. We are going to come back. Means I got a bit angry, paranoid. Then my wife said, why you are fighting with the child? Give me the monkey cap. She took the monkey cap and wore it. And my daughter started smiling. And she wanted to wear the monkey cap. She said, give it to me, I will also wear it. Monkey cap may seem funny, but it really shields you against adversities of life. For problems of life, you don't have to find very complicated, very what you call well-structured solutions. Some of the simple solutions which may seem like funny in front of people can be the best solutions against your adversities. That was the theme of my speech. The message I had, monkey cap as the title of the speech, and the message was some solutions in life may look funny, but they are best shields against adversities. 3 years later, in 2016, again, I wanted to find a speech. This time around, I visited back to 1999. At that time, I was in Delhi, and we were having a campaign to collect clothes for uh, flood victims of Bihar. We were just there is a place called Rajarampuri. There we were having a small tent, and we used to collect clothes from them. And next to this place, there was a big queue. There was a service road wherein all these rickshawalas used to line up. And from somewhere, one guy came and he removed the shirt he was wearing, and he kept on the table and went back. That shirt was worthless, maybe. It was dirty. Nobody is going to wash the cloth for anybody. But the thing is that that act really touched all of us. Because he may be another victim of one of those floods in the past. From the auto, that rickshaw, behind it was written Narayan. So I never knew the name of that person. So that shirt is called the shirt of Narayan. And that was the title of my speech. The message was an act straight from the heart is priceless. We may have shirts of what you call Arrow, 15 reals, Louis Philippe, 20 reals. But this may not have the price tag, but this is priceless. Because these kind of acts can inspire people and change the world. Because that day we collected and we went ahead and collected a lot of clothes, and within 3 days the campaign was over. We sent all the clothes to Bihar. It was a initiative. So like that was a part of my speech, and it was based, the entire speech was based on this, the shirt of Narayan, his priceless act. In 2019, I was thinking of leaving my job. I wanted to do something which I always like to do. The problem is that whenever we are thinking of doing something, people are very quick to tell you one thing. Everybody will tell you, your problem is that you are in your comfort zone. Run out of your comfort zone. Leave your comfort zone. So, but personally, I have seen some people who were running out of their comfort zone and suffering. They did not give a second thought. So in the beginning of my speech, it starts with a boy standing near to a big pond where what do you call it, a duck is actually taking rounds. So the boy smiled at the duck. The duck got annoyed. Duck asked, quack. That means what? Boy said, look at the sky. They are also birds like you, but you are still in this pond. The duck got, okay, that is correct. I have to run out of my comfort zone. Duck immediately stretched its wings, came out of the pond, and that night the boy and his family had duck roast for dinner. Unless and until you are ready, you have your resources ready, you should not run out of your comfort zone just because somebody else has told you. The best way to grow in life is extend your comfort zone. When you become uncomfortable in your comfort zone, that is no more your comfort zone. That is a place where you are believing that this is your comfort zone. So if you are able to extend your comfort zone, stretch your comfort zone, then that becomes the best place for you. That is where you grow. So that was the message. So if you see, these are my three personal examples. All these places, what I fetched is that through my personal experience with my daughter, I took out a topic. First, I got the topic. Then I thought, what is the message I want to give it to people from this? Then I thought, I started writing the speech. So this is how we should be dealing with the finding a topic. Now is an activity. So you can take your paper and think of one of these points. You can straight away, if you have a topic, you can write down that topic. If you have a story, just make a bullet point of that story. If you have an incident that inspires you, if you have some keywords or key phrases, you can just write down. I'm going to time 3 minutes, exactly 3 minutes. You can switch off your cameras and start writing. I have started timing it. After 3 minutes, I'll stop you. 1 more minute to go. Yes, welcome back. So I believe most of you would have written something. Who is ready to share? Yes, Resh, go ahead.
So when I was in fifth standard, at that time, just 1 year back only, our school started teaching us English because I was from Malayalam medium,
Right.
and that time it started making words connection so that I can read English words.
Correct.
Always I used to try, and one day that time only DD Doordarshan only was the only channel
Right.
available. There was so first word came to my notice what? Doordarshan.
Hmm.
So I pronounced it as such because that is the way DOOR door darshan. So Doordarshan, and
Correct.
it was actually I was trying to make sense, and my mother and who was watching, everybody started laughing, everyone, and I felt so embarrassed that from there I actually stopped. Whenever I tried to make any sense, from there I stopped actually to make any sense and word matching and grouping and all, and it actually haunted me for a long time to come out of that particular mindset that no, it is okay to make mistake. It's okay, you just keep on trying. But that kind of that haunting memory is there now also, that, and it took me a long, almost like after engineering only I started picking up English, that I always used to tell that I hate English, I don't want to speak in English, but now I really love to speak in English. So that's the incident. Thank you.
Great. Good. So now what you have to do is that you have to find a message for it. Exactly. Okay. So the thing is that now you have got a backdrop,
Yeah.
and then you should. Second thing is that you should try finding the right message for it. Anybody else? Yes.
Can I speak?
Okay. Okay, Mr. Jajendran. Okay, go ahead.
So, as Toastmaster Resh has told, I also had an experience as a student of 8th standard because it's all about a word, and my journey of love for words started there. Once I've seen the powder tin Kutikura. All of you would have seen Kutikura powder because it's so famous in India previously. Nowadays, I don't see that powder anymore. So I asked my mom, what's the meaning of the word Kutikura? She told it's a powder. But there started my journey of knowing words. So I tried to search the dictionary and I found that QT means skin. Later I understood Cura means skin care. So this is the apt word that can merge in unison with cosmetic product, skin care, Cuticura. So there I started to explore more and more, many words. In that same year, I tried to understand what is hippopotamus. Hippo means horse and potamus means river. So hippopotamus. This way. Now I could come across many words even today, my journey of deciphering the meaning of words is going on. So my message about this incident is nothing but life is what happens to us when we are making new plans. Each and every moment is a journey of self-exploration. So let's explore unexplored facets of life. Thank you.
Correct. So, from your very simple experience, you are trying to find a speech. So, in that speech, more than the message should be something like, look, exploring should be the key factor in it. Do you explore, kind of thing? So, you should think of a message which people, the audience, think that it is worth taking. It's not just sharing your experience. That experience should graduate into a speech.
Yeah.
That is possible when you have a message in it. Okay. One more person can share. Who is ready to share? I can see Madam Toastmaster Nandini here. Okay.
Yeah, in 2011, I've been to a vacation with my family, and due to some circumstances, we were in a position to stay back, and we didn't come here. And first, I thought it was a better process. What we plan, everything would be feasible for me to happen. But after a later stage, I realized that it was so hectic. We suffered financial crunches, and my daughter was suffering a lot. And to get along with the schooling, everything was tall. And even my husband was very happy here. That also a problem for me. See, what I learned from that is when you told about the duck, you told about the decision. I was thinking about the decision. We took the decision within 3 hours of staying back. We should have a proper vision. We should not take any decisions emotionally. It will have a great impact. Hasty decisions always make us to put us into a toll. Rather than taking decisions emotionally, we have to have a greater vision. What are the repercussions? What are the benefits we are getting out of it? And that I reminisce when you told about the duck. Thank you.
So these were 3 experiences or 3 revelations or 3 brainstorming of 3 of our participants. Now let me take you to the next most important thing. I believe all of you would have written down something or the other. So there are 4 basic questions you should ask with those topics in your hand. Question number 1. Do you feel this topic is interesting? The one which you have written. Second, do I have a personal connection? In the message or in the topic, am I able to connect myself with that? Third, is this relevant to my audience? Fourth, most important thing, do I believe in the message? Madam Toastmaster Srisha, I can see you getting excited with all these 4 questions. You can share your experience.
Thank you, sir. Actually, the success, that word is most misinterpreted word in the world, because every word that money we made or that is considered as the parameter for the success to everyone. For me also, in my childhood, believes that if we made more cash, that is success. Then we can buy whatever we want and whatever we want to go, that is success. So I want to grab one job that is paying me so high. So whenever I go for the job interview, I always look for only for one thing, that is salary. But after that, getting the job, I realized This is nothing. Because when every day after coming from my work, when I go to my bed, my head was paining with lot of frustration. I even know don't know how to express that thing. Then I realized the most important thing one have to get is peace of mind and happiness. That is the most important thing we have to get. So maybe to others, if we are doing a very monetarily, it may be very low. But the job, if we are satisfying ourselves and if it is giving more pleasure to us, that is the most important thing that we have to do. Never go for money or other amenities that they are giving. That is nothing, because they are looting our time and giving just compensating that one. But that is not life. Life is getting more peaceful life and enjoying with family and doing whatever we like. That is the main thing I learned in life. Thank you.
Superb. Who is the VP education of the club? Register her as the international speaker immediately.
Yeah, I'm the VP education.
Aha, the speech is ready now. Look. So this is a simple exercise. If after having an experience or a topic which is close to your heart, if you are able to say yes to all these 4 questions, congratulations, your topic is ready. You have the topic with you. So don't try to search your topic on Google, on Facebook, WhatsApp stories, and on the speeches of champions. Look them in your personal diaries. Close your eyes and remember those old days, your college days, your school days, family relationships, people who influenced you. They can bring you your topic. So now, one exercise what you have to do after this is, you don't have to do it right now, but you just have to write down these 3 steps. Name of the topic, a short description about your topic. What do you feel your topic is all about? And third, most important thing, message you want to convey through the speech. If you are able to write 3 things, that means you have the topic and you know what you are required to speak on. Then writing your speech will be the easiest thing to do. So that brings us to the first portion, the end of the first portion. So is there any questions on this one? Only 3 questions we will encourage. Yes, Kapil, I can see you.
In an international speech, does humor content add value, or should there be a restrained usage of humor?
In any communication, humor adds value. If you are able to bring humor in communicating anything, when you have the touch of humor, what you do is that you open the heart. Then your communication becomes very, very easy. But everybody will not have that capability to bring in humor. So don't try to bring humor. Means there are certain subjects which doesn't require humor, but you still bring in some other story and try to bring in. Why you incorporated this? No. There has to be an element of humor. That is why I brought this one. So which is not at all matching with the speech or the topic of the speech. Don't do that. But if you are able to bring in humor in your speech, that is the best thing you can do. Yes. Second question. Yes, Meena, I can see you, Madam Toastmaster Meena.
Sir, sometimes I feel this topic is very interesting and it might be very motivating for me. But how will I know it is motivating for the audience or not? Because at times in the mock contest itself, I understand it is not as motivating as I thought it was for me. So
Correct.
how should I find that out?
You know what I do? When I get a topic, I have a friend who is there in who was working with me in Oman, and now he is running his own business in India. So I used to call him and tell him this topic. Then I have a mentor, DTM Ramesh Gopalan. I used to call him and discuss the thing with him. Then whoever is near to me, I used to tell them as if it is a story. A third person who is not at all connected with Toastmasters. Then let's take a reaction from all three of them. Then I will be able to understand whether this topic works or not. Because when this running out of means that are you comfortable speech about the duck, I spoke to so many people and they all gave good this only. This is what is happening. Everybody tells me to leave my job, but where I will do? I am actually comfortable doing this one, but I want to find a job somewhere around in this industry only. So all those. So I knew that this is something which is connecting, and mostly to the people in Middle East, because Middle East, once people come here, they will be here 10, 15 years. So they don't want to, because after a lot of effort, after a lot of contemplation, everything, we have come to the comfort zone. And if somebody comes, come, let's run out of your comfort zone. So that is not a very practical thing for many of us. So that try to find out by bouncing this idea with people from different walks of life. Now I believe one more question is left. Yes, Resh, I can.
My
Not able to
question
hear.
is, I was thinking, whenever I participate or in the contest kind of thing, or even this Toastmasters, I always have this doubt. I do not know, is it that whenever you are making a speech kind of thing, my style is like storytelling. I really love to tell stories. But whenever I make into this contest and that scenario, I feel like I'm losing my originality. I'm actually going in the parameters, those kind of thing. So that original feeling I get, I used to feel so good while I deliver something, while I tell the story to anyone, but I'm not able to enjoy it. So I always feel that doubt. Should we actually change according to the parameters of Toastmasters or any kind of speech, or the storytelling way itself is good enough? So this, I do not know whether it is fitting in this
Right.
category.
If you see the speech of last year, that forgot his name. Last year champion. He spoke about the marriage. He said a story, and towards the end he brought in a message. One thing what I would tell you from my personal experience is that a lot of people, when you start preparing for international speech, a lot of people will come and tell you that, look, you should not speak like this. You should bring in this one. You should make it more formal. If it's an international speech. So the thing is that if I start incorporating the feedback from everybody, I would be delivering a canned food which is not mine. It will not have the characteristics of the speaker. So your speech should be your speech. Maybe you may not, if you don't play with the formulas, you may not win some of the contests. But at the end of the day, if people are able to recognize you for your speech, that is what you require more than anything. And I believe we should not compromise on our style or our thought because somebody else is thinking otherwise. Sometimes we may have to compromise or we may have to sacrifice certain things because of which. that has to be done, and you will be happy for it later on your life. Okay, now we will move. We are all at 5:45. We will move to our second presentation.